All right, welcome to week 1. And to be honest, I'm going to show you week 1 and week 2, and I don't think I'll have to do a video each week. This second half of anatomy is fairly redundant. You're going to have a lesson and a quiz for every body system, for every section. But once again, just in case you missed it the first 5 times, here's the late assignment policy. I've already covered that a few times now, so I'm going to click on the lecture. So what you start with AMP2 is the endocrine system and blood or hematology. Now endocrine's kind of a tougher, more detailed system. There's an overview for every single thing we cover, a little bit of background. These are the objectives, our learning outcomes, and then like it says here, assignments for this unit. Complete lesson 1 and take quiz number 1. That's going to be the schedule for the whole class. Now, under this tab here, here's an OpenStax chapter. If you want to read through, this is on the endocrine system. It's a PDF. Oh, there it is. Anyway, there's the link. Just to give you a little background, at the current moment, that's more for background. This says outlines and PowerPoints. Little motivation, July the 4th, which we kind of started a little after that. But here's the outline, here's a PowerPoint. Now that's what you're going to use to get ready for the quizzes. And then here is a review. And also, yes, the OpenStax chapter on endocrine system would help as well. Here are some lecture videos. And basically, you want to make videos short, that's why there's 3 of these, but they go through the whole outline. If you want to listen to them, they're 15 minutes a piece, somewhere in there, maybe a little shorter, but that way you can go over everything. Now, here is a lesson. There is no more Flash Player. I'll let you read through this. I don't need you to send me any emails about Flash Player going away. All of us that teach online knew that December 31st of last year. But yeah, if you see something in a lesson that says Flash Player, just ignore it. It's no more. Okay, now these lessons. Now, this is one on the endocrine system. If you'll go through and answer this one, I believe is 50 questions, but each page represents, a section. And to be honest, I'd like you to look at each page, but I believe these start. Nope. Let me go one more to next here. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. A little video. And then down here at the bottom are some drag and drops. You can do these over and over. Like we're going to stick the pituitary here, which is wrong. Boink. You can start these over. Here's your score in the corner. To get 100, you got to get 110 out of 110 points. There's some multiple choice. I'll just select this. I'm not really looking. Oh, I got it wrong. Same thing, retry. Now you can do these lessons as many times as you want to get 100. Every question should let you retry. If it doesn't, just hit the backspace and try it again. This particular lesson has, because the endocrine's a big section. Look, when you see surveys, please don't do those. Okay, don't do any of the surveys. Little motivation there, and unfortunately, I don't have it in this. I don't have the student view on because this class is not available yet. But down here would be a finish button. You must click that to submit your assignment to the gradebook. If you do not, it will not show up under the My Grades tab, and then when the due date passes, it'll be a 0, but that's what it looks like right there. There's the finish button. You got to click that at the end. So you're going to do that. You can do that as many times as you want. And then, oh my goodness gracious. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you have too much caffeine during the day. Here we go. Go back. Oh my goodness, I went all the way out. Now, once again, this due date is not for a couple of weeks. When you get ready, the endocrine quiz. Here is the breakdown. Now look, you only get one chance at the quizzes. You can't take those multiple times. There is a time limit. This one, I believe, you have 55 minutes, and at the 55-minute mark, it will turn in, whether you're finished or not. There's no backtracking. It should auto-save for you, but if it doesn't, just try to save it. Do not start this quiz until you are ready. These are more difficult. And there's the breakdown. You get an ordering, some jumbled sentence, 27 multiple choice, some matching. And anyway, that's you're going to have a quiz, well, a lesson and a quiz for each section. Blood will be the same thing. In fact, this is probably the only video I'm going to do. If you go to the blood section, here's an overview, same thing. Here's an OpenStax chapter. Here are the outlines and PowerPoints. And then here are the lecture videos that go through the outline. And that's what you would use to study for the exams. Here is the lesson for hematology. There. And here's the quiz for hematology. This one is 45 questions. This one you have 60 minutes to complete it. And when you get ready, you're just going to click that link down there, just like that. Once you start begin, or you click begin, you got to finish it. So make sure you have a good Wi-Fi. Don't go sit at an IHOP with your laptop and try to do one of these quizzes, please. Now, for the lab this week, the lab is covering the endocrine system, and it says hematology. And there is no lesson for this section. I mentioned this in my syllabus video, but it got erased a year ago, and these take hours to make. In fact, the ones you're doing are the last time around because of the whole Flash Player things. I've made new ones, and I'll be using those in the fall. But as far as the lab go, here's an overview, same thing. Here are a little motivation for you. Here's the outline, there's a PowerPoint, and then there's also a review for the first lab exam, which is over the endocrine and the blood. Now, for lab, you definitely need to watch these videos. All right, there's one here. That's just an introduction. And then this is the endocrine slides, and this would be the endocrine models. So this is where the test questions are going to come from. You definitely need to watch that. Let me go back. I didn't mean to click through these so quickly. Okay. Yeah, definitely look at the PowerPoints. So this is called Padlet. It's a cool little program. You can use them for discussions. These are also pictures that are going to be used on your lab exam, and some of these this one's not labeled. Some of these are, but I go through these in the video. There's a great picture I took on accident, but like that's a pituitary gland, anterior lobe, posterior lobe. This is a thyroid, pituitary. Adrenal gland. That looks like the triple stain. But watch the lab videos for those, and they're right there. You gotta watch those. Okay, now I'm gonna go back one more. So that's the endocrine, and then here's the lab. Same thing. There's an overview. Some more outlines, a little Rocky motivation for you. Here's a PowerPoint, there's a review, same thing. Here are the lab videos for the blood. You have to watch those. Okay, that's the information is coming from the outline of the PowerPoints, but you have to know how to do blood typing, that kind of thing. So you need to watch these. And then same thing, here's a Padlet for blood. This one's a little better. See, that's got a chart, and what I like about these is open in a window, you can click on it. That one doesn't necessarily get bigger, but see how much bigger you can make these. You can actually, where is it? Right click, here. Let's see, it says open in a new tab. You can make these full screen if you want to. Yeesh. If they ever load, God forbid, but okay, it's not loading. But like this, look, you can click on that and then click on this and see how much bigger you can get. Why is this thing not loading? But I like these Padlet things. Videos go through these as well. Now, in the lab class, the lab section, when you get ready, here's the lab exam. So here's the endocrine lab, here's hematology, study, watch the videos. When you get ready, you have 60 minutes, there's no backtracking. Questions are going to show up one at a time. And you only have one opportunity to take this quiz. These are fill in the blank, short answer. And what that means is when you do your quiz, I'm going to have to go in and look at them to make sure all the grades are correct. So you may not get your grade right away once you submit these. But that's the link right there. So when you get ready, you're going to click that. I'll just show you one. This one's 35 questions. And by the way, on these quizzes and things, this little chevron, this little yellow thing in the corner, you can click on that. It just makes it easier. But look, it says name a hormone produced by this gland here. And there's where you're going to write your answer in. All right. I'll give you a freebie. This happens to be a thyroid gland. But once you once you type it in, it'll probably save it if it doesn't, and then you can go on to the next question. Now, when it says no backtracking, it means that you can't go back. So you answer these as they're presented, and then go through. And like I said, just make sure you've prepared before you take these. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more. Yes, I know I did that. Don't yell at me, Blackboard. I quit an exam before finishing. So here is the week number 2. This is cardiovascular. This is lymphatic. Same thing. You're going to have a lesson and a quiz for that section. There are the videos, the outlines. Here's the overview. And then same thing. And then now for the lab, we're only doing the cardiovascular system. This is a hard test. There is a lesson for this. To do. That's the first one. And then there's a Padlet, there's some lab videos, and there's some outlines. And like I said, this is a big section. Here's a review. Here's some great pictures of all the vessels and everything. I should have had this open. I've said this many times, making these things. Here we go. So there's the cardiovascular lab outline. There's some heart pictures. And then here are some of the, the vessels you have to know. Now the only thing, oh, video, okay, video outlines. Here are the documents that are going to be used for your exam. Now the one thing I'm not seeing here are the videos. So I will put those here. But these video outlines, this is what the videos go through and answer all those. Anyway, they should be there. But by the time you see this video, they'll be there. Interesting. But here is the second lab exam link, just like the first one. Same thing. This one you have 55 minutes. It's 40 questions. They are fill in the blank. They're over the cardiovascular system. Same thing. You're probably not going to get your grade right away. I'll have to look at them. All right, so I'll let you get started. And make sure you look at the due dates in the My Grades tab. You have a couple of weeks for the first 2 weeks of this summer course. So email me if you have any questions.